Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Mr. Vinkesh Gulati, President at FADA, joining in. Welcome to the show, Vinkesh, and always a pleasure to speak to you and get insights from you. Vinkesh, my first question coming to you is we're pretty much at the beginning of 2022. But in short, if you have to sum up 2021 as a year, what would your comments be across categories?
Uh, Thanks, Cyril, for having me, and Happy New Year to you and your team and all the viewers. Obviously, it's a mixed bag, and frankly, it's the second year for COVID.
Vinkesh, I just have to interrupt. There's some disturbance that's coming in when you're speaking. Only when you're speaking.
Is it still there? I don't know because I'm using my earphones. If you want, I can pick it up.
Yeah, probably. Otherwise, yeah.
Okay.
So is the voice now okay?
You have to speak slightly loudly.
Okay, so I'll do it.
Yeah, otherwise it's fine.
Okay, so thanks, Cyril. Thanks for joining me in this show, and Happy New Year to you and your team and all the listeners. Uh, Obviously, 2021 was a mixed bag for us. Second year of COVID lockdowns, COVID precautions, and all those issues which come with such pandemic we had gone through. But overall, a better month than 2020 because we haven't seen that intense lockdown like 2022, 2020, what we saw in April and May. So overall, the figures were better. If I talk on the calendar year, we were better than last year. So the passenger vehicle had been similar. No doubt we expected a better in passenger vehicle category because the cars as of now has become the first priority post the COVID and personal mobility needs by the customers. But overall, what has happened because of the semiconductor shortage issues, the production, the supply chain issues have been major, due to which most of the vehicles are in waiting period, and customers are not happy because of this. Because obviously, when these stocks are not there,
Mm.
deals are not that good. The prices or the discounts in the market is not good. But overall, passenger vehicle, if supply chain issues weren't there, we would have 100% seen a good growth as compared to 2020. So that is there where we lost opportunity. Uh, but a challenging year for two-wheeler segment. So as you know, India is today the world's number one two-wheeler manufacturer,
Mm.
and seeing the vast area of India starting from Kanyakumari to south down Kerala and all. So a lot of two-wheelers do sell, and basically two-wheeler sale clearly depicts what the rural economy is going on. So the kind of degrowth which we have seen, it's approximately 20-25%, is
Mm.
huge, and clearly shows the distress in the rural economy and the agricultural economy, which was affected due to pandemic. So in 2020, the Bharat or the rural India has actually supported the industry because rural wasn't affected so much due to COVID. But 2021 has seen a major problem happening due to COVID in the farming area, the villages, and the tier 4 or tier 3 towns. And that is where the majority of two-wheeler customers
Mm.
live or reside. So because
Right.
of that distress, we have seen two-wheeler
Mm.
with a major degrowth. Uh, if I continue with the other categories, so commercial vehicle has seen a bit comeback, but that is majorly on the road infrastructure or the government spend, which has increased as compared to last year. No doubt the base was low, but still there is growth, and that's an happy thing what we are seeing. Tractor is stable, a bit or up or down, so but it's not a major concern. A concern is on the three-wheeler side, the passenger vehicle where the local ferrying is there. That is regularly degrowing.
Mm.
But with one good point that that is the first category which has seen around 45% of electrification happening. So
Mhm.
basically now, I feel in another quarter or so, we'll see more three-wheeler electric vehicle being sold than the ICE engines. So that's a good part. So that's how I sum up the 2021, a good year because it becomes stable, but with COVID and with other issues, obviously a lot of challenges also.
Mm. Right. So Venkesh, overall, if you go to see, we are clearly stating that there has been troubles. However, if you see the month of November and December as well, we have seen a degrowth, and this is the time when usually you see a lot of OEMs who push out inventory by giving higher discounts and schemes, etc. Now, due to shortage and less inventory, do you think that's something which the OEMs have not been able to do, and that is one of the reasons which has actually discouraged buyers as well?
So, well, basically, you are right on your point, but the issue was even if they had given discounts or better schemes, there weren't any vehicle to sell.
Hmm.
So the effect on customers' mindset because of less scheme could not have been actually visible on the ground reality because for the past 2 months, what is happening is our inventory level is reducing. Even December end, I feel we were at around what 10 days, 8 to 10 days of
Hmm.
inventory in the car, and normally 5 to 7 days is transit time. So overall, the inventory had been an issue and not the discounts or the scheme. And with the kind of price rise in the raw material, what we are seeing, uh, with the and the current stock level, I nobody can expect that the companies or the dealers will go ahead with some schemes or discount. Sorry.
Right. And overall, Pinkesh, if you go to see in terms of where the three segments go, passenger vehicles has been much better as compared to two-wheelers this time, at least in the data that we are seeing in the month of December. Again, your MHCV, LCV, there has been some bit of traction in bits and pieces. But overall, if you have to look at 2022 as a year,
Yeah.
where do you see that growth opportunity coming in and where do we see trouble?
See, the trouble is what we are going through again today, which is the new variant, the new COVID issues, and all those things. But along with that cautious, we are also positive. So 2020 had been a bad month. So 2021 saw some improvement and a bit stabilizing. With the kind of messages we are getting from the hospitals and doctors, I feel this strain would not be really straining us a lot. So I'm expecting that we'll see a similar 2021 or a better one. One positive thing is that slowly the issue of passenger vehicle production, which is the chip shortage, which is happening, the messages are there that it will improve day by day. Obviously, it will not be back to normal. So I'm not expecting that all the demand of the customers or the waiting period will vanish off and vehicles will come off the rack open for customers purchase. But overall, whatever supply chain issues has been last year, it will improve. So even if it improves 10%, 15%, that is the growth what we are surely confident of that it will happen. And the messages are same. So passenger vehicle will see a better 22 than 21.
Mm,
The second major category is two-wheeler, where the bigger problem is because the issue is not supply chain there, the issue is demand. So we have one category where the supply chain issue is there, and the other category where the demand is an issue. And supply chain issue is still under control. In a month or two or in a year, you can control it, increase it. But when the demand issues happen, then that's where the bigger problem is. Many OEMs tried to give better scheme last year, but still the sale didn't happen as expected.
mm,
So we are expecting two-wheeler will should improve and will improve, but coming back to normal as a pre-COVID year, that is where we have our doubts. Until and unless we see the rural India again coming back to pre-COVID level, the financial distress they are going through, or the savings what they are still controlling and not spending, till the time the confidence they have on their health, on the environment, on the financial situation, I don't expect two-wheeler industry to come back on track. So 2022 will be a challenge again for two-wheeler. Rest, commercial vehicle tractor will see a normal stable year and not a major up or down.
Hmm, hmm. Right. And overall, when you're talking of two-wheelers as well, how big an impact is the EV market having on the two-wheeler space right now?
See, electric vehicle or electrification of India is a one thing which is going on for
Hmm,
a long time. And like I told you already, the three-wheeler market has already seen a 45% electrification
hmm,
happen. Talking on two-wheeler, as we are the biggest, we do some 12 to 14 lakhs per month two-wheeler sale. And even in that segment, the current electric vehicle, the registered electric vehicle sale is around 25,000 or 26,000, which is a very low percentage. No doubt we have heard that there are non-registered vehicles which are not required to be registered are also selling. But all put together, I don't see this number to be more than 40 or 50,000 in 2021. So obviously this will double or it will go thrice also. I'm 100% sure if we have done some uh, all put together, I don't know, I don't have the exact figure as of now. Whatever we have done, I feel that we'll be seeing at least three times or four times two-wheeler electrification happening this year.
hmm,
So that's where the thinking is. But still, it being a major chunk of the total two-wheeler sale, it's still
hmm,
time to go. But yes, the way the major legacy for two-wheeler manufacturers has come out. Bajaj has already launched
hmm,
Chetak, but it is in very small numbers. They are also increasing their capacity. There are other players like Hero and TVS has also announced their two-wheeler foray. So I feel in another 2 years or so, we'll have all the manufacturers with a good two-wheeler electric vehicle line along with the ICE. And
hmm.
maybe not by 2022 what we are talking, but maybe by 2025 we start seeing a 10% plus market share of electrification. It could be a year earlier, but 2025 onwards, 100% we'll see more than 10% of electric vehicle market share happening.
Right. And how big an impact would you see with regards to Omicron, especially from a sentimental perspective? Because work from home is something which people are adopting again. So, do you think that could have a major impact in the next 2 to 3 months as well?
Uh, Again, the similar type of answer. See, the car segment, we are at of now at the cusp of what, 3 to 4 months waiting on an average. There are some products which are seeing 6 months to 12 months waiting. So obviously, a customer who is waiting whenever the vehicle will come in, even with the current sentiment, he'll surely go and buy it because he's been waiting for a long. Obviously, there is a cautious that if there is some major issue in his family, some hospitalization, some fatalities, which we hope it shouldn't be, that only is the case. But obviously, there are a lot of people waiting. So I don't see it affecting the car sales. But the two-wheeler sales has already seen a downtrend for the past 1.5 years, and with the current scare of whatever different type of COVID, I feel it will surely affect. The walk-ins have already, we have started seeing walk-ins going down for the past week. Still, because, and frankly, the restrictions is only in two or three major cities. But all India effect has already shown. People have again got to the scare in the mind has started increasing. So people are stopping moving out. Work from home announced, school from home announced. Even today, Delhi has announced 100% private offices to close. So this will surely affect the two-wheeler market a lot and the customer sentiments also. But on the car, I am hopeful that things may be postponed, but the deliveries will happen as and when the chances.
Right. And overall, if you go to see in terms of where urban as well as the rural market goes, where are you seeing a major hit?
A major hit is obviously, as of today, in rural, uh, and a bit of in semi-urban also. So starting from tier 2 town to tier 4 towns and villages, we are seeing the major hit. But overall, slowly and steadily, as per the levels, things are improving. So the semi-urban things have improved as compared in past 3 4 months. The major hit is actually the villages and the tier 4 town where uh, COVID issues are there. And more than COVID issues, whatever has happened in last 2 years, the financial stress what they have gone through has forced them to keep, you can say, keep tab on their savings. So they're originally expecting that they'll be earning so much crop earning in the coming 6 months. They used to go ahead for the credits and spend all that. That is where it is missing today. They are holding up to their savings because of the uncertainties what they are expecting in future. So I that is where the major stress is in the market, and practically India is a market which is driven by rural purchasing power and not by urban. So till the time the rural starts in their foray of coming out, shopping, or even at least showing positive sentiments, the overall industry, auto industry, and the other industry also will still lag as compared to pre-COVID levels.
Absolutely. So I think a lot of factors that we need to consider from here on as well. Thank you, Pinkesh, so much for joining us on the show. As always, it's a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you. Stay safe and speak to you soon again.
Thank you, Errol. Thank you, and same to you. Please take care. Thanks.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.